Hey there, and welcome back to Cursed Seeds, an educational monster train series where we struggle through the toughest challenges around. The submitter for this particular seed told me that they're not actually sure if this run is really cursed or if they're not seeing something obvious, but they claimed they died on Ring 3, which for them never happens. And once I show you the champion, which is Sentient, you'll see what I mean why I say that's actually not that unlikely. Sentient is a notoriously bad early game champion, ridiculously so, and it offers very little payout in the late game for how bad it is in the early game. The main problem with it is that the abilities on Sentient are fairly low impact early on, and its HP pool just is not there, right? Even so bad as to say Explosive Sentient has what, 20 health? I can actually look this up. I almost never play Explosive, but that's a really bad threshold, right? Let's look. Explosive. 25 health on Ring 1. Cultivating has 40 and otherwise very minorly boosts your units, and Bristling has spikes 10 with only 30. It's just not a lot of life. It's not enough to get you through the early game. Compare this to something like Awoken Hollow. I guess I'll just bring open the logbook so you can see again. If we look at Awoken Hollow, units, uncommons, look at this dude. He starts at 15, but he gains 60 max health, so you can heal him up to 75 life on ring 1, or whenever you get him, right? So for Daedalus or Talos, he's sitting at a cool, comfy 75 going into Relentless. And his ability kicks butt. This dude wrecks. Compare Awoken Hollow compared to Sentient is ridiculous. So Sentient is very weak early. Now, I usually describe her as a quote unquote fine champion. I think she's fine. She does something. She usually contributes. Maybe she gives you +1 card draw. We like card draw, it's good. Maybe she does some spikes things and kills some enemies on random floors for a while. It's fine. I mean, the one big comparison though is compare her to something like Shartail Queen. Shartail Queen with Imperialist is just so much leagues beyond sentient with spikes for clearing waves, right? I mean, you endless welder helper, you throw that down, she takes some hits, she eats an imp, everything dies. It's great. Whereas sentient just kind of sits there and eats all these hits, and there's a lot of weird anti synergies with Sentient because she needs to get hit, and that can be kind of annoying, right? The main thing that you need to watch out for on this in this clan combo, not just the clan combo, but with Awoken primary in general, is that she has anti synergy with slay effects, which matters in particular for Shattered Shell, right? If you have Spikes Sentient with Shattered Shell, it can be notoriously bad. So, yeah, you need to be careful about that. The other thing is that Queen Zempling is pretty bad. We don't have a ping here out of the gate. So, depending on our start, this could be really scary, right? This could be extremely bad. So, that is worth keeping in mind. Now, obviously, this clan combo is pretty good, but there's some really important hits early game, things like Fledgling Imp or Ritual of Battle or Razor Sharp Edge. Just these minor stat gains can really set apart a bad early game from a good one. But there are also plenty of drafts that you can see that simply miss all of those. And if you lack for offensive scaling, well, what do? Right? What do? You don't really have the ability to do anything. So, yeah, it can be tough. Now, we'll see what we see. Maybe you have some line through this, but normally the right solution is simply to take no pack shards unless they provide crazy value. I'm talking something like self-infused fledgling imp levels of value when you have endless, right? That's huge. That's just so many stats that you're gaining per turn, and it tanks for you. Wow. So you need to have something pretty legendary to take the shards here. Right, like a good example would be holdover on your glimmer that has a +30 in it, right? That's okay. That 15 shards is pretty incredible at that stage. So you've got a lot of there. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I think that's probably all I need to say up front. We'll be notoriously careful about the early game in general with Sentient. It's easy to just send it and die. I think Yeah, it's easy to whiff, right? So we'll try not to. In case you're joining us for the first time, though, let me at least explain what's going on. Hey, how's it going? We are playing user-submitted runs. I keep saying user. Viewer-submitted runs. Basically, you all, the viewers, are playing Monster Train at Covenant 25 with no mutators, and sometimes you run into challenging runs. Sometimes they lose for one reason or another, and you're not sure what you can do to solve it, and in the end, you have to kind of get by. So, okay, you can generate a challenge link for me to run. It's usually a 3-word combo, similar to what we have up here on the top of the screen, and you can submit it to me via Discord, Reddit. What else is there? YouTube comments, probably the easiest way. I've also started getting YouTube emails. I have a business email that I set up for the account, and some people actually emailed me, and I noticed, oh wow, I don't have notifications set up for that account, so I wasn't actually checking it very regularly because whatever, I have like 700 subscribers. Who the hell's going to email me? But yeah, if some people have emailed me challenge seeds, so if you want to use that, I am watching it now. That also works for me. So yeah, right now, not much else to say. We are currently on a 34 win streak with the series. We had an unbelievable run last go of it. I mean, it was advanced prototype, train stewards all the way to the end. We had 4 of them in our final line. They carried us to glorious victory. It was just so good. What an excellent run. We had penitent remains for offensive scaling combined with spell chain -2 hallowed halls duped a million times. We had 3 of them, so it was pretty good. And Dark Calling Rector to keep us afloat. So very strange line, but strangely strong as well. So yeah, I things like that. I recommend don't sleep on runs where you see penitent remains. If it could reasonably be strong enough for you, then it's usually worth it. So a really good episode, by the way. I try to reserve the caps lock titles for runs where I think it really matters, and that was definitely one of them. If you skip around for any reason or decide maybe you don't want to watch all the episodes, totally cool, by the way, you can focus on the ones that have the caps lock in the title. I try to distinguish them that way so they're, visible and noticeable at a glance. So. But that's, I think, everything I've got to tell you. So I think we'll go ahead and dig in here. And yeah, all right. So we'll see what Sentient has to offer. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. All right. Definitely talked a little more than usual at the beginning of this one. Just a lot to say, I suppose, about Sentient and some of her problems, but I'll try to make up that time. Hopefully you're all doing well today. I'm having a fine one. It's a very busy week for me, but otherwise we are trucking along, so hopefully you're all holding together as well. Now, back to our regularly scheduled monster train. We are default Awoken with Exile Hellhorned. It's fine, it could be better with torches, but it's fine. We have Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Curse Arcus, and Sap Seraph with Restoration Detonation, Vent, and Focus Growth. These are fine starters from a survivability perspective and for some backline management, but they don't offer anything in the way of offensive scaling. So we'll be on the lookout for that, right? But otherwise, we have a really good line for keeping a Sentient alive right now. All right, let's see where our deaths are. Ring 2 and Ring 3. I guess someone else must have run the episode as well, right? Yeah, someone else must have seen this and somehow ran it, so I assume it's made it to the front page or whatever. Let's see. We do have a Ring 3 temple. That's good to see here. We have something for the early game. We're shown both types of banners in the beginning. Steel lines up with the Hellhorned banner, which is fairly useful to know. And Merchant of Magic. We do have good Merchant of Magic upgrades here. -1s and a focus growth are strong. We could hold over Restoration Detonation or Vent, depending on what we're shown. Vent is better if we see no backline answer, whereas Restoration Detonation is better if we do. So Merchant of Magic is pretty decent here. We're going to stay low on shards. Let me glance ahead to the end. Our last temple is Ring 7. We do have some mid-game temples, and there is a removal dupe on Ring 4, it looks like. Otherwise, nothing particularly remarkable. Okay. All right, let's see what we're shown. Interesting. Scorching Restraints and Light's Gift. So, I've been bitten by this before. Sentient is notorious in that she has to get hit. And if she's not getting hit, then she's not gonna do very well, right? One of her key lines, Cultivating, requires her to get slapped. And if you don't get her hit, then, well, you're going to just have a bad time, right? She's basically unplayable with Light's Gift, in my opinion, if you would want to play her top anyway. If you're just throwing her away, I guess, fine. That Light's Gift works really well if we're shown... Why is this slow? Light's Gift is really good if you're shown Awoken Hollow, because Awoken Hollow doesn't really care about getting hit. In fact, it's good that he doesn't get hit. But taking it this early is sometimes questionable. I also think Scorching Restraints is an underrated relic. It is decent scaling for random units. Train Stewards come in doing 11s, right, which is actually pretty good. And we have Queen Zimplings that benefit as well. You can stick them in the back and they represent a surprising amount of damage. I think you could reasonably go either way, but with the Sentient, geez, we have a lot of survivability in our start thanks to the Restoration, Detonation, and Focus growth, and not a lot in the way of offense. I actually think, genuinely, that it is Scorching Restraints here. Yeah, I'm gonna lock that in. That may be an unpopular take, but Sentient is really bad. At least early game. I kind of left that hanging a little bit. I don't think she's terrible. She's definitely in, like, oh man, she's in the lower half of my tiering for the champions. I don't think she's very impressive. Now, we do see Bristling and Cultivating. Again, I mean, both of these are unplayable top floor with Light's Gift, so fair. I think I would probably click Cultivating here. It is something offensive scaling-wise. If we see a Sweeper, it doesn't disable it. Because we do see double Awoken banners, and what if we're not shown a good unit, right? And we have to take a Sweeper? Okay, so the Sweepers are good units, but what if we're not shown like a good line, right? You'd want to get at least +1 damage into those things. Yeah, I'll do this. Cultivating is fine here. It's going to be really sloppy and gross into the early game, right? But we do have vents at least. That will hopefully help. It's tough. I think it's Cultivating, though. And we will not take the money here. There is no reason to take it. I'm pretty likely to go to the magic shop for a holdover on Restoration Detonation with this line through. And that's about it. In which case, if I need the money, I can take it to boons on Ring 2, right? Otherwise, we just chill. Let's move on. We're going to, again, respect with the pack shards as much as possible. Is Spikes doomed? Maybe. If I draw the vents on the turns where there are enemies, it's okay. If I don't, I am in a bad situation. There are 3 important turns here. There are... The turn 1, I mean, has 1 dude in the back. Sure. I think we can take the spikes. I think it's okay. We'll just have to watch out for these upgraded dudes. We'll take the Sentient up top. Stats in. Sure, why not? Nothing weird there. Okay, we have 1 vent here. I would like to... Queen Zimpling. Middle. And... I have another vent coming up. I should be able to catch this Foot Soldier floor, so I'm going to vent middle. This also does 7, thanks to Queen Zimpling having the rage from Scorching Restraints. Cool. Good, so I will play Queen Zimpling up top, which is good. Right, we do that for sure. That kills the top unit. I play a Queen Zimpling middle. Yeah, it represents more damage than the Train Steward will, and then I will vent. Now, the only other unit that's really scary is the enemy on the backside of the boss, right? True. Ah, but we redraw vent, so video game is simple. Okay, I will take the Queen Zimpling in the middle here. It's good, I think. I'm going to leak here. Sadly, I take 5, I suppose. It is what it is. I will take the Queen Zimpling on the bottom. I don't have any damage taken, right? No, I don't. Yeah, true. Queen Zimpling, and I will take the vent where I'm shown it. Ah, shame. Fair enough. 5 damage taken for the trial. 3 for the trial, technically. Get some damage out of this Train Steward, though, which is pretty good. If I had the ability to triple regen here, it would be better, but I don't. I think it's right to just double restore here. Having 1 regen helps a lot. Sure. Sure. It's fine. I think we get through this. Oh man, it's close, huh? Let's see. I definitely get 1 more hit in the back. Oh man, am I really 2 damage off? Okay, fair enough. That's tough, man. Okay, fair enough. Well, we didn't die. We took 10. Shame, but fine. There had to have been a way through that, huh? There had to have been a way through that. That's tough. We'll take Steel Enhancer here. I'll take literally anything that does plus attack. I skipped Glimmer, but I think it's because I have Vents. I didn't explain this. Vents are fine. Obviously, they don't heal, but you can just kill things anyway. And Welder Helper is annoying, but it is 20 health. If I saw a holdover, what does it go into? Restoration Detonation's pretty awesome. Really strong. Brew. Welder Helper is not bad. I should probably click this. Maybe they show me eventually an Apex Imp or something. Or maybe we're forced into the throwaway sentient line. I think you click Welder Helper because it's correct. And these other cards, Battering Ram Vent, number 3, they don't do it for you. Now, I think it is stay the course, go left, for sure. There are a lot more Awoken hits that I prefer here compared to Hellhorned hits. Especially because you could be shown really terrible things like Alpha Fiend, or, geez, a Demon Fiend, or what else is there? Consumer of Crowns. Now those are fine infusions, maybe, but they're unplayable units and you die on ring 2, like this fellow right here. So we should not take the risk. An Alpha Fiend plus Demon Fiend pack here is really rough, and I'm pretty confident that we'll struggle with that. And there is 1 really good hit on this Merchant of Magic, so I'm going to go. We'll see what we're shown. What do we get? Holdover out of the gate. Very nice. I don't have to re-roll it either. Excellent. Look at the Awoken banner. Shattered Shell. That's a good hit. It's fine. It at least scales itself. We have the right sentient for it. Sure. Yeah, Shattered Shell. Let's go. Fine. Cool. Okay. Does that change anything I do later? Maybe. Depends a lot on what we're shown. I don't need another holdover though, right? Because they showed me this one. And with Shattered Shell, it's not holdover vent, it's holdover restoration detonation. I'm going to look hard for a plus 10 in piercing or a plus 30. Honestly, whichever they show me. Plus 30 is really strong, I think, whereas the plus... There's arguments for both, right? It is always a restoration detonation here, though, for sure. Yeah, it's just so good. Like a -1 into focus growth here, I'm pretty confident. I'd like to be able to play this. And I will 20 and consume a vent for emergency purposes. And we chill. I do not take the cash. Stay low on shards. No reason to take this. Yeah, we move on. Okay. Interesting. Mark of Invasion is really good, I think. We have the heals to sustain this, and it's free slays on Shattered Shell, which I like a lot, and good cultivate hits. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Cool. Turn 1 Vent is actually really nice. So I will do Sentient, Shattered Shell here. I wish to restore on top. Interesting. I actually think I need to respect a little bit and vent middle and then play the Train Steward. And you may ask why. Well, one, what if there's a collector on middle? It matters. And two, I think next floor we could get sent because this is, well, obviously one, the Conduit Infiltrator goes straight to our Pyre because there's 8 units. And then we're eating 3 by 7 for 21 on the Sentient. That's a lot. I think we will Train Steward Vent middle, and then that makes this a lot more manageable, right? Yeah. For sure. We need to take stats into HP into Sentient, rather. Every time I can. Sure. It's fine. Big value. Now, I think our Restoration Detonation here should hold this over. It's good. Even if it steals some kills, it's fine. Just send some units on the bottom. Yeah, sure, Welder Helper, get in there. Cool. I'm going to be using healing up top, so I do not want to go too crazy. Let's see. Train Steward, sure. Does a lot of damage there. I think I actually will vent the bottom. We do plenty of damage on the top floor, so it's cool. Interesting. So I think what you do here is you Restoration Detonation into the Shattered Shell, so I have the full blast next turn, and this is the Consume Vent. So what you can do is you play the Restore in the front here, so I get as close to full value from that 10 heal, and then we just vent the bottom. That does even more damage. Cool. We should be fine here, right? We'll just blast this dude. Here, have some Queen Zimplings. They're good. Hold over Restoration Detonation. It's good. Yep. We're fine. We easily do this. I mean, I think I kill it with Restoration Detonation almost, yeah. We're good. Sure. Perfect. And we have almost Demon Fiend stats in the back, so that's good. We got the trial. It was free. I should take... Ooh, another Steel Enhancer is actually not terrible. No Razor Sharp Edge. Real concerning. No scaling on that front, so okay. Wildwood Sap is probably the pick. It gives you a lot of turns in a Relentless early game, and it can provide value late game, so sure, at worst it goes away. Ooh, yikes. March of Shields in my common pack, and no offense in sight. No Ritual, no Fledgling Imp, no Razor Sharps, just Steel Enhancers. Ah. Okay, so I understand why this is a concerning early game. In so many ways. This is pretty terrible. And we didn't see a unit draft, so no offensive scaler here. On our Shattered Shell right now, we're shown what coming up? An Awoken banner? What could that be? What would I take here? Honestly, I mean, just genuinely thinking, what would I take here? Whew. Let's see. Sorry for that big long I'm just really struggling to think of what I would grab. Multi-strike from Animus? I mean, that starts so slow. But I guess. And then, would I self-infuse? I don't know, maybe. It's fine. The only reason I would consider the self-infuse is because it comes with some stats, right? A +3 and a +10, you have 20 health, so you don't die on turn 1 Divinity. Do I take March of Shields, Fortify, any of these things? Should I grab Hidden Passage? Probably. Hidden Passage, I think, is a correct pick. No matter what. Yeah, okay, fine. Really rough, actually. Now, do I need the Awoken banner? Maybe. What does it offer, potentially? Animus of Will. Would I take Awoken Hollow Essence? Maybe. You could just pour Restores into Shattered Shell then, and Sentient can just take the Holdover Restoration Detonation to heal up. It's fine. What else is there? Animus of Speed, it is quick, sure. That's a little bit contradictory. I actually think you strongly prefer not having quick on your Shattered Shell here when you have your front line as the Sentient. You want her to get hit for the scaling. Left is some insurance. A low shard Daedalus can be killed by just throwing Pyre Health at it, and the Horde could be decent. I don't need this. There's no holdover I need to hit here, is the thing. This magic shop's not impressive to me. It will just be -1s, and that's essentially it. So, I mean, you could upgrade the Wildwood Sap, right? It's not terrible, I suppose. Yeah, I guess there's that. Wildwood Sap, sure. Well, the real question comes down to how scared am I of the early game? It's a great question. How scared am I of the early game? Am I terrified? Quite a bit, actually. We don't have a lot of survivability. Having a double stack Wildwood Sap or a remove consume Wildwood Sap would help. That's 2 out of 4 hits on the magic shop side, right? We just take whichever one they show us. And there could be something good in this Awoken banner. I suppose we'll go right. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Merchant of Magic. It's a remove consume. We'll take it. Look in the temple. +30? I think it is a +30 restoration detonation here, and not the 10 in piercing. 10 in piercing is really strong, but this is more powerful on runs where, one, you don't need as much healing, and in this run we will need a lot of healing. 40 health heal. This is a 200 swing into a Gilded Wings or whatever. The only real concern for it is it doesn't do anything on the Divinity. Those are good hits. I'm happy to see that. What's in this banner now? Shattered Shell. I mean, Husk Hermit's also here, but if I'm going to take anything here, it's another Shattered Shell. Is self-infused Shattered Shell good enough? Maybe? I'm going to take it, because I need to take something, and I could be shown garbage from Daedalus if I get there. I'm not going to do this infusion now. I do not think I need to, right? I can do it right away on ring 4, especially once I see a Merchant of Steel. And I'm going to take Eternal... Ooh, 1 second, though. So, okay. There's money with the Merchant of Steel here on ring 4. I was worried about if I take this 135, I won't be able to afford to re-roll the shop, but because of the boons, I will be able to. So I'm going to make Wildwood Sap stronger here. I think this is necessary to live. I'm going to sit on my cash because with Daedalus, I think I go to 250, I believe. I always forget if Daedalus is 50 or 75 gold. I think he's 75. We're going to take the +30 here. This is so valuable into this holdover restoration detonation. We just kind of have to take it, I think. Good. Chill on everything else. Check out what's in the caverns. Oh, Nexus Spike. That's very gross. I actually think I hate Nexus Spike on ring 3. Nexus Spike is such a good late game event because you have seen rare cards. Like, what do you do here? I suppose you do what? Focused Growth, Wildwood Sap? Doesn't matter the order. I think that's the best thing you could do here, actually. Oh, I could do single Steel Enhancer with something. I don't think that's terrible. Restoration Detonation is going to always be worse than my holdover one, and I never want a Hidden Passage here. I think this is a fine card, right? It's just 5 regen that also is a big heal with good draw. It's pretty solid. I'll take it. It's okay. And we'll move on from here. 15 shards is pretty respectful. If you're really scared, you could take the removal here, but I think we're okay with the +1 draw from cultivating, so it's okay. We'll go on from here. Now, the true test. Do we actually make it through Daedalus? Hopefully. It's a little shaky. That's a good turn 1 restoration detonation, huh? What is this? This is not Spikes Man. Correct. Or maybe it is Spikes Man and I simply don't have spikes. We will just take this hit into Sentient, actually. I think it's fine. Cool. I'm going to play a Train Steward so I don't redraw it, and I would like to hold over the Restoration Detonation. It's actually a good bomb, right? I'm happy to see that. Cool. I will play... what? I'll take the regen here. Not the Nexus Spike, sadly, but... and I will not play the other Shattered Shell because it matters that I... it matters that I get the kills, right? I'm going to take the Restoration Detonation up top onto Shattered Shell. I want to save this damage taken for another turn, potentially. We'll do a Wildwood Sap here. I know I go up to 5. It's fine. Hit me a million times, please. Like, look at this example, right? Imagine this same run, but I had Light's Gift. How doomed would that be? We would be in real dire straits, in my opinion. It would be pretty dark. I think I actually ascend a unit. Or, let's see, I go up to... we get hit 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I think everything does go into the shell, which is nice. So that's 16. He kills 3 units, so that's 25. I need to do double Queen Zimpling middle. Good. And then I Restoration Detonation, hold it over, even if I'm not killing anything with it. It's fine. Good. Ah, shame. She kills something because of the rage. Right. Yeah, shame. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. I think we just Restoration Detonation and send this unit, right? Yeah, I think so. We just send it. The bomb still does a lot of work here. I will take the vent middle to line these units up for death, but I think I would prefer to hold it, get focus growth for big draw. Vent middle, as I said. It should put it in kill range, right? It does. Okay, good. Also, any damage we take on Daedalus is kind of nice. He's currently down not a lot, but it's fine. I think I play Restore here. And then I hold over the Restoration Detonation into something else. Sure, I don't care about these units that much. Cool. Wildwood Sap, very good. Take the Restore here, also very good. Hold over Restoration Detonation. I think we're going to catch up here, so sadly, I don't see any more value from Restoration Detonation. I would really like to play this Welder Helper, huh? But I don't want the buffs to go into it. This doesn't look that great, honestly. Right? It just doesn't. What would I rather redraw? That Nexus Spike, probably. Steel Enhancer. True, actually. True. Okay. Yeah, fair, I suppose. I don't feel great about this. This is a classic case of Sentient not having enough HP. So, and I can't play Welder Helper. I really cannot afford the stats to go into a crappy unit. It's actually not bad. It maybe tanks a turn. I can just put a later imp in the way, though. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'm going to play Train Steward middle. Yes, I'm going to do that because it does some damage to the Disciple and guarantees that Shattered Shell gets the kill. And I'm dropping the Restoration Detonation here because we have enough regen that we're overhealing it. Okay, so I do Nexus Spike up top. That is 13 regen, very strong. We just play Restore here. With enough regen, we should be okay. Is the main thing, right? I mean, we're okay. We get through this. Great job, go team. So much regen, turns out that's strong. And I can tank the first hit off of Queen Zimpling here. Although it does not matter. One bit. Cool, we win. We take these. Alright. We're okay. Now, does this win? Probably not, but we at least got through the early game. Transcendimp, it's not good. We have Transcendimp, Transcendimp Queen Zimpling. We click these. The units suck. Steelworker, Husk Hermit, Animus of Speed. I do not require these. We have Cultivates going into our Shattered Shell. None of these do offense. And the Quick is bad, so we take nothing. Well, that's interesting. I think I take Ember here for the Curse Arcus, but also because if I see the Endless on Transcendimp, we go a little mad with power. Okay. We go to the Steel Shop. Show me. I now can see Endless, Multi-Strike are both really good. I still could take a Large Stone for some initial stats on Shattered Shell as well. And the left side is strong, but not worth it at this point. Okay. What you got? Alright, Endless into my Transcendimp. That's very powerful. Where are my infusions? Right in front of my face. Cool. Cool. We'll go cultivating all the way, I believe. I do not require the pivot. Alright, nice. Really good. Spell Chain. If you're really desperate, you Spell Chain Steel Enhancer. But I mean, this imp should kill most heavies for me. And I do think that imp is worthwhile out of the gate here. So, yeah, we'll take it. I have the Endless. This is huge value. I can do the Shattered Shell later, right? I don't need this right now. I do want to keep looking at Steel Shops, though, because I would like to upgrade my actual unit. But I guess it doesn't super matter, right? You just lean into this imp. I mean, the thing is unless you see double summon triggers, you're probably not going to win outright with one or two of these. You need to really send it. You need to send it on some imps, like 3 of them, and have Hell's Banners or something to play a bunch. If you see double summons, you just auto win, but yeah. We'll move on from here. A reroll, I would not be able to afford anything, so it's not worth doing it. Do I just dupe this imp on ring 5 right away and we just play only imps? And then you elevator them? If I do that, then I should purchase a removal into a Train Steward here. I will do that, actually. And we move on from this position. Pretty good pickups. Endless out of the gate. Heaven's Seal. Alright. I think Heaven's Seal kills us. Right. This is very difficult because Sentient is not going to scale our friend fast enough. I have no offensive scaling. Essentially, it's find Queen Zimpling or lose. I just eat a ton of damage for this. I think I should not click this. There are a lot of good relics to hit. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this thing. Holy crap. Jeez, how do I answer that? I don't. I'm going to play the middle, I think. Give me a turn to maybe draw something. I want to play them above where I will play the Queen Zimpling. So it's never bottom. There's no reason to do that. Top floor is not bad, I suppose. It's not terrible. It's really just a question of where do you see... See, the thing is if I play middle, then if I see a Train Steward and there's a top floor Collector, I can get both. I can get the Collector no matter what because I have a Sweeper on the middle floor, which is good. Now the alternative is I play top and then I miss middle floor Collector. So because I can get away with this, I will play it like this. And let's see, should I take this Sentience? Should I hold over this Restoration Detonation, slow me down on this Queen Zimpling hit? 4 turns to see the the Transcendimp. I mean, if I miss, though, this Restoration Detonation just kills enemies. I think I need to do that. It's not great. It's not pretty, but it's what we're gonna have to do. Ooh, buddy. I will take the Nexus Spike for sure. I'm gonna hold over this Restoration Detonation, and I think I'm just gonna play a Queen Zimpling. This is gonna be tough. We're taking hits here. Ooh, buddy, we're taking hits. I can at least send a unit, which is good. I should play double Queen Zimpling up top here, because we need to not die to this unit. Good lord. Does 2 damage matter? He's healing, what, 8? He goes to 52, and 7, 59. It might matter, man. I don't know. Yeah, it might matter. I'll take my 2. Just don't die. Whew, almost mattered. Queen Zimpling. All right, we've done it. I can vent up top. Good, okay. All right, we're not dead. I do Restoration Detonation to just Shadow Realm this man. Good. I play Wildwood Sap. Let's see, how much life up top? 16, I'm doing 20. Good reason for emergency vent, plus 20 and consume. You just kind of answer a problem like this. I'm gonna play Transcendimp, get this thing rolling. Thank you, Transcendimp. Save myself 11 on the top floor. Cool. How do I approach this? I think I play Transcendimp top. And I let this Light Harnesser walk on me, and the Light Harnesser kills the Transcendimp next turn. Problem is I can't play it into the Divinity, but I mean, I don't have an answer for this, right? Welder Helper does 7, thanks to Scorching Restraints. We could kill 1, is the thing. Interesting. What do I do? I could ascend the Light Harnesser and just kill everything outright, but then I can't kill my Imp. I could ascend the Shattered Shell and really send it. I've played the Queen Zimpling once at this point. So he's gonna do what? 1, 2, 3 shots. Then 4. So he'll do. Let's see. Let's think. If I do it this way, I think I get the Queen Zimpling back, which matters. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I'm gonna play Transcendimp up top. Right, we do that here. It's fine. I'm gonna put a Train Steward up there, because he will do enough damage to kill this Harnesser. This is rough. I'm gonna put a Restore in play. I'm gonna drop the Restoration Detonation at this point. Okay. I get it back anyway. Yeah, this comes back the way I want it to. I need to hit something that I mean, I guess the mid floor might kill the boss. I don't know, man. That's rough. I don't know, dude. It's tough. I don't think I can do anything with this Restoration Detonation here, so we'll just play it like this. Do 31. Get our Imp back. I need to see an Ascend or something. Well, Wildwood Sap does get the kill, so we're okay. Alright, fair enough. I took a big chunk here. I'm glad I did not click that Heaven Seal, or I'm pretty confident we would be dead. Don't underestimate these dudes. I took 45 and I respected this combat. Alright, I'm gonna click Preserved Thorns because it's good for draw power and getting to that Imp matters. Channel Song is a hilarious idea, actually. Huh. The problem is I have these Queen Zimplings, but I could remove these Queen Zimplings. And then what? you will actually just channel song out a Transcendimp, but then the Transcendimp is hard to get killed because it has 2020. We're just going to take Preserved Thorns. I think it's just better here. It just is. Important Work is a pretty good card for my line. Sure. I'm feeling not great, but we'll have 2 imps, so how bad could it be? It's true, technically. It could be worse. Let's look at the Horde first. Oh, Emblem of the Exiles. That's pretty big. This gives Cultivating Sentient a stupid amount of HP. I like that. Let's look at the Caverns first. Gift of Gratitude. Heaven's Gold is pretty good here. Yeah, Heaven's Gold is excellent here, actually. We'll do this. This way, if I leak something, which probably will happen, I am not screwed. I will take the... Oh, a -2 into what? Nothing right now. I should respect on shards. We're not actually as strong as I would love us to be. I'm going to do this self-infuse here. Go to 65. This helps with the scaling. It's good. Don't take anything else. We're going to dupe the imp because I think I need to. I need to hit it. Going to 80. I guess I did the math wrong. I thought it was going to 75. I don't know why I thought that. Anyway, we'll move on. The imps should carry this. It will be okay. Mark of Invasion is excellent. It's a lot of scaling that I like to see into our Shattered Shell. It's free, genuinely. It's good for a lot of reasons because they hit, but also they get killed. So we like that. I'll take the Nexus Spike here. And I actually think it's just focus growth, right? Draw me 10 cards next turn, please. Sure. We like that. This should hopefully be enough. Oh, okay, yeah, Jesus. All right, we're fine. We take one of the Queen Simplings, not both of them. And I'm pretty sure I just play into this, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. I could get money here. How badly do I need money? Pretty badly, actually. Our Shattered Shell's not going to do great. I could respect and start doing a ton of damage on the bottom floor, though, which I think is really what I should do. Honestly. Don't greed too hard. It's bad for you. You get the Collector by playing the Transcendimp and then using Preserved Thorns here. But then your Transcendimp is not online for this next floor. It dies, feeds armor, and then you have to play it on top. And I don't think we kill this unit. And the truth is, I'm more concerned about my Pyre than I am about 75 gold. So we're going to respect. Cool. And I should... This also leaves these Silent Marksmen for next turn. What do I want to draw into? Doesn't really matter, actually, right? So I should maybe just take the regen here. Yeah, we're okay. It's okay. Alright, and now we can elevator that Transcendimp, and I feel much better. Ah, good. Important Work is a strong hit. Cool. He dies. I might just Important Work our friend here, right? Go for the kill. This is the most important unit. We addressed these marksmen, so... Sure, we'll do that. Take regen up top, it's fine. Yeah, oh no, a bunch of hits, it's okay. I have the heals for it. Look at that, big heal. Love to see it. Steel Enhancer, love to see it. I ascend one of these back dudes. It's a good idea, right? Because I have the 8 regen, no reason not to do this. Sure. Cool. And we... How strong are we? 79s? We're getting hit twice. How strong are we going to be? We're going to get... Let's see. I believe it is 2 kills. So we'll go to +6 +6, so 12. We go to 91, and then 2 hits, which is 95. 95 does kill the tank. So then we play the Queen's Transcendimp thing on the bottom here. Oh yeah, this guy gets Emblem of the Exile's value. That's pretty amusing. Hold over this Restoration Detonation. It matters. I actually don't mind if the imp gets stats, right? It's fine. Sure. Get him, imp. Oh, Queen's Impling number 2. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, we just do that, right? That seems good. I will... Do I give up a hit here? No, I don't. The 95 being exact is actually really important. I'm going to kill the dudes on the bottom because this guarantees I get rid of some stealth here. I don't need those slays to win. We'll just kill them with imps, right? Yeah, she's just dead. Good job. GG, Crystal Cloak. No damage taken. Pretty well respected, I think. Adaptive mutation. It's interesting. Edge Prior is... Man, Edge Prior would be so good if he didn't take Cultivates, but he does, sadly. Adaptive mutation with no rage except my Scorching Restraints. And Awake is a really bad version of my Restoration Detonation. We'll skip it. Don't need him. Imp in a Box is really good. Why? Because it could show me Pyre Chomper. And we want Pyre Chomper. Could show you Impish Scholar, a lot of really stupid things. I'm going to go to the right for the Merchant of Steel. You could go left. Removals are good. I can afford stuff at the Trinket Shop. There are high rolls. But I think I need to upgrade my Shattered Shell. I'm just going to tell it to you like it is. I think he needs to get something. Now, what do I give him? Great question. None of these. And none of these. So, it was all a wash. It was terrible. I should have gone left. Mark of an Exile. That's a lot of life on the Sentient. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I should have gone left then. It's fine. I'll buy removals in response to that. I don't know. I think the problem is you can lean into this Transcendimp and just win off of that, but it creates awkward turns, and I'm pretty sure you do still need a unit that doesn't suck. So, right? I mean, I think you still do need a unit that is not terrible. So, I'm going to buy 2 removals here, clean this up a little bit, and then take nothing. Yeah, and we can just tunnel vision the steel shops. We're strong enough. We'll move on. 95 is a lot, but we have an absolutely gigantic Sentient here. Truly astronomically large. Curses are annoying, but there will come a point where I kind of don't care about them. Yeah, it's fine. It's all very annoying, but I don't care all that much. Hold over the Restoration Detonation, it's so good. Oh no, a curse, it's fine. I have the vents for this, I suppose. It kind of counts. I could stop all of these curses at the expense of 3 Pyre health. I think it's correct. And you do that by venting on the bottom and then venting on the middle. Now, I could also just vent bottom, accept the curse, and then don't take this damage. The important thing is that lets me hold over Restoration Detonation. Yeah, we'll do that, actually, because that also lets me do Focus Growth to draw more cards, which we like. Vent bottom. Good. Cool. 1 curse is fine. I'm okay with that. Great news. Crack Imp in a Box. No Pyre Chomper. Sad day, but it's fine. We just play the cards that were shown, which is Transcendimp bottom, Weight of Contrition, and we'll hold over the Restoration Detonation. It's fine. Sure, no problem. I get a curse, oh no. Alright, now, with this many Queen Zimplings, I am a little concerned about where I play these. I think I actually accept the curse here. Yeah, I think so. We kill mid-floor. I play important work. I get a curse. It sucks, but it's fine. It lets me play Queen Zimpling on the bottom. And then it dies. I lose Restoration Detonation, but it's okay. 2 curses. Not what you'd like to see. We just kill the heavy here. I'm going to... Yeah, my turn is Weight of Contrition. Weight of Contrition, play Imp bottom, kill the heavy, it's fine. My main concern is that this is counterintuitive, right? I mean, you've got the problem of Shattered Shell is not really doing anything here, right? Let's see, I think I have to play Preserved Thorns. This is a route, this is a Harvest Shard, right? And then I put the Queen Zimpling in front here. It dies. I lose a Cultivate, but I think it's correct. Goes to 25, we get the kill. This is better than taking the 6, so I will accept the 3, I believe. And then we play Transcendimp down below to wipe this whole floor. Fine. I don't know. I'm not feeling particularly great about this run. I'm just going to be real with you here. I don't feel great about this. I can't play this Transcendimp on this floor. I don't know. It's tricky. We have a good Restoration Detonation here. It's tough. It's really not great, huh? Because if I tank with this Impling, I don't get the hit. So I have to put the Impling in the middle here, sadly. Which I really don't want to do because I want the space on the floor for the final turn Transcendimp. So I think it is super correct to just take this 6 and accept your fate, pretty much. We'll play double Queen Zimplings here. It's fine. This at least represents something. Yeah, it's not great. I think this run kind of sucks, is where I'm at. We're kind of carried by the fact that Sentient has 155 life, good lord, but I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it here, really. How does mid-floor look? I mean, it kills everything is the problem. And I need to put this damage into... Yeah, I mean, I think I have to put this damage into Arcus here or I lose. So I guess it just sucks. It sucks to suck, I suppose. I do get double Transcendimps here. I'm taking... Geez, 24 here if I do it this way. Okay, I need to think. If I play a Transcendimp up top, I clear it. I do not take 24. There is a world I draw important work next turn for the kill, but do I win Relentless? I mean, I'm only doing, 54 damage, which is horrible. Horrible. It will take an astronomical amount. I think you always play one Transcendimp, by the way. On middle, it's 400-ish. Yeah, I straight up lose this run if I don't play double Transcendimps on middle, genuinely. Yeah, we're just super dead if I don't do this. And then I play another one up top, and maybe I can scrounge through 800 here. Yeah, we're fighting for our lives. We do not do enough damage here. Yeah, okay, we just take this 3. We don't die to this unit. It will be fine. Thank you, Heaven's Gold. We might lose on this. Yeah, we lose off that right now, right? So your line is Transcendimp, and then we take the Restoration Detonation and we live. Oof. Yeah, I played correctly there. 100%. We're very weak. We're relying on Transcendimp because we have missed everything else. Another Transcendimp. Honestly, it's not bad. I don't want Wildwood Tome. Yeah, just think, let's look back, right? If I had not taken this Pyre Remains, I would be dead right now. We're at 19 life. So respecting my weakness really mattered here. I'm going to the Merchant of Steel again. I need to find upgrades for Shattered Shell for this to actually look compelling. In the meantime, another Transcendimp is fine. Just more of these cards, please. There's a serious argument for double draw here with the draw power I have from Sentient, or rather Double Ember, because of the draw power from Sentient and the fact that I'm playing a bunch of these Transcendimps. Yeah, honestly, there's just, I need this, I think. This being the Ember. Okay. Double Ember again. It's always left. I need to see something for Sentient. And the Pyre Remains is super welcome. Multi-strike, beautiful. Big payout here. Big payout. Where am I going next floor? What am I doing? Hellvent? There's another Merchant of Steel, so I could see a second multi-strike, so I will chill. Otherwise, I would have just suffered with that plus 25. Yeah, we go Cultivating 3 for sure here. This thing is going to be astronomically defensive. We're going to get 240 health out of the base from the Mark of the Exile, and then Emblem of the Exiles is going to carry up max HP to really high levels. Intrinsic. Is there anything I want to intrinsic here? If you really want to hustle your deck, you intrinsic Preserved Thorns. Am I duping another Transcendimp? Just play 2 of them a turn? I don't think so. I think 2 is enough to clear everything. What does the plus 30 do for me? Nothing I care about. Intrinsic Preserved Thorns is not bad. Genuinely. Find my cards faster. And I'm not duping the Imp again, so taking 10 is a fine number. What do I dupe then? Probably the Imp in a Box, honestly. Just show me a single Pyrochomper and this Imp in a Box goes mad with power. I do think it's actually Preserved Thorns here. This is a big accelerant through my deck. Yeah, I think so. And we don't take any other shards on this run. Do I buy a removal here? We still have Train Stewards in our deck because I have been behind. No matter what I do, I'll have enough money for the Merchant of Steel reroll, but I think I should chill on my cash because I could, 1, need Heaven's Gold, and 2, I could see something like Ashes, which would be GG, and I need to be able to afford that. We'll move on. It's kind of a trashy run, actually. It's not that great. Like, Retribution, Purifiers, God, that sucks. This is interesting because eventually the Transcendimps overwhelm and the spikes don't matter. I have big healing, so I don't really fear for my Shattered Shell. It's true. It is true. I think I can manage this. As long as I draw 1 of my Transcendimps, and I have 2. If I only had 1 Transcendimp, I would not do this, by the way. 240 health. Good grief. Alright, let's sting here. I'll play the regular Queen Zimpling, get it out of there. Sure. Draw me a Transcendimp, please. Good job. Big success. Queen Zimpling with the important work. Most excellent. Good. Good. Alright, what am I doing here? Do I ever reach? Hell no. Absolutely not. If I play Vent, do I reach? Let's see, 2 hits. Maybe? This goes to what? I get 1 kill off of the first hit, which gives me 6, which takes me to what? I'm going to be at 8 by 2, so that's 14 on the second hit. So I'm doing 22 to the front, dude. There are 3 hits that come in, so because 2 from the enemies attacking, 1 from Sentient herself hitting, and then getting Spike's hit damage for the revenge trigger. So that means plus 9 goes in, so we'll be at 17 base, 17 and 23 it looks like. That does kill, so I will vent middle. 17 and 23 is 40. So I can do this at 0 Ember and be okay with it. That's a lot of talk, but there's a reason for it. It means I can do the important work here, and I can play it on the bottom and just kill a Steel Wings here. Right. And I can play the self-mutilation, and we can take the vent here, and we're okay. Yes. I forgot to account for the fact I'm getting the collector kill, by the way. Yeah, we get them both. Good. I will Transcendimp middle. Work a little bit on that dude. Play double purges. And burn a train steward. It's fine. Okay. Is it okay? Great question, friends. We play Transcendimp up top, just the normal one. And this is an important threshold because it kills the front unit and then dies. So I can big Transcendimp middle. It ain't pretty, but it's fine. I should hit something that heals my Shattered Shell, so I'm going to avoid taking both curses here. It ain't pretty. Oof. You could have played bottom, but I think it would have been bad. Oof. Okay. I do have another Transcendimp coming up. We're at the point where the problem is the Transcendimp does not die, right? We do have another one coming up, though. Theoretically, I could hit it, but I don't have a lot of faith here. We're doing 79 damage a hit. This will be 2 rounds up top, which is 30 pyre health if I leave it like this. I do lose my Shattered Shell, by the way, and I don't know how much I care. I think I probably should care a lot, right? I can't save it unless I play this Transcendimp up top, though. It's doomed, I think. It's not the end of the world. I could draw the other Transcendimp, but I'm pretty sure I lose on one of these upcoming floors if I don't play Transcendimp on middle, pretty much. So I think I accept 30 up top, and I accept the death of my thing. Well, at least, I'm going to run the math. I could play a Queen Zimpling up here and maybe do fine. I can also put a Restore in the back, which gets 1 more swing into the front dude for another 39. Let's do the things I know I'm going to do, right? I have 5 Ember, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll play the Restore and the 2 Self-Mutilations and then decide. Let's do the Restore first, actually. I'm always going to... Oh, he lives? Oh, because of the Sentient. Okay, well, that's actually way better than I expected. And I'll play 1 Self-Mutilation. Always doing this much. The next 3 Ember is a question mark. So he's at 210. He's taken 96. That's 114. That's 2 hits. I put in a Queen Zimbling. It doesn't change anything. Okay, so the Queen Zimbling does not matter. He does 30 to me. I think I have to play Transcendimp middle or I lose the game, right? There's just no world that this is not correct. I need to respect Pyre Health as well, so self-mutilation for sure. All right, man. I mean, thank you, frickin' Heaven's Gold. Well, Imp in a Box honestly sucks. Game sucks. We play Queen Zimbling middle. I think I have to. Sure. I think I live if I can keep the Shattered Shell alive. So how do I do that? We just play Focus Growth, right? Cool. Self-mutilations out of here. All right, we have Stabilized. I only took 30. And if I only take 30 there, probably cool. We actually kill the floor in an unbelievable twist of fate. Wow. Awesome. Well done. Self-mutilation. I don't need to click anything here. It's okay. I would like to double Transcendimp here. Amazingly, this is going to be a lot of damage incoming, but it's fine. I need to just replay them and shotgun this dude. Yeah, we're going to shotgun the boss here. We live off of the back of Transcendimp insanity here. Yeah, check this. I can important work and play him again and kill the boss. Awesome. All right, thank you, Transcendimp, for literally saving our run. 35 damage. So 5 of that was a curse. 10 of that was from the trial. And truly, trading 10 Pyre Health for 400 gold is pretty high value here. It's true. I actually think Invigorating Solution is a really good card here. I have the Ember to spare, and I would like the draw power, so I'll take it. Pyre Chomper. Oh my god, I've never been so fast to click Pyre Chomper. I go left because I'm terrified and Pyre Health is value, and I will honestly dupe whatever the hell gets me through this deck faster. Yeah, absolutely. Show me a multi-strike maybe? Endless? And you could make another Transcendimp high roll. Thornfruit, Channel Heart, First Hell Pact. We don't have Diligence, so I'm not keen on Thornfruit. It is draw power, though, so I'll think about it. Let's see, Merchant of Steel. One Pyre Chomper makes every Transcendimp positive energy, so we'll just spin it. Hey, you know what? Multi-strike is ridiculously good here, actually. It's true. I will go 3 hits here. Yeah, it's fine. Being at 20 life is the only reason I can actually do this, by the way. That's really good. I'm going to take a dupe into... Geez, what? Saving my cash is value. I think I'm re-rolling this shop. Thornfruit is not bad, but I don't think it's good enough. You could also take Thornfruit and Channel Heart here together, which is suddenly the stings are a lot better in a big way. That's probably significantly stronger. Actually, having both of these together is pretty big. We'll do that. I'm going to Hellvent now. I mean, I also have the Preserved Thorns, right? So that's big value. I'm going to Hellvent into... what? Honestly, tough call. I want to play only things that guarantee I get my cards fast enough. You dupe what? Invigorating Solution here is one approach. Nexus Spike is fine, I suppose. It draws and it gives sap value. I think duplicating a Transcendimp here is trolling, maybe. It's too risky. It's good. You draw it much more certainly. But the problem with it suddenly is that now you're Divinity is doing +2s and you actually lose Shattered Shell much quicker. And I think he is actually important to this run. So I don't think we need to throw. I actually think I may also remove a card here. Train Steward, probably. Actually, I think it should be Welder Helper. I want these imps to die every time I play them. So Welder Helper is actively detrimental. He cannot be played, whereas maybe I have the Ember to play a Train Steward at some point. I mean, I will because of Pyre Chomper. Okay, so that's true. I think it's the 1-cost Focus Growth. It's another heal. It accelerates me. It's a +1 draw when I play it. It saves Shattered Shell. This is the most consistent play here, I believe. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're focusing on drawing fast through this. I'm going to buy a removal. To hell with my Heaven's Gold. Heaven's Gold saved the run earlier, and now I need to simply kill enemies. 105 out of 100. Let's move. This is actually a really bad run. It's being carried very hard on the back of Transcendimp. Genuinely. Genuinely. There's just no world otherwise. Play Mr. Shattered Shell. Like, this top floor now collapse. And I think I could have navigated this to a victory once you had these all fully upgraded, but jeez, man. I'm gonna put Queen Zimpling middle to maybe bait. I'm just gonna sting the hell out of this Dark Wings and just straight up kill it. Cool. Pyre Chomper. Let's go. Alright, we're online. We just kind of nuclear blast everything here, right? True. We send it. Transcendimp. Now, this floor on middle, it's actually not bad, right? I mean, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits into Sentient, which is +18 into Shattered Shell, which brings him to 24. He'll get 2 more sap, which is 20, or 3 more sap, which is 18 by 3. 18 by 3 does clear this floor. He gets a bunch of slays, which is pretty nice. So I think we focus bottom. Yeah. It's good. They all die. We love it. We love it. And I actually don't play the important work here. Or I put it into another imp, right? Yeah, we actually get rid of that dead weight. That's pretty good. Take a Focus Growth up top. Draw cards. Too bad I don't have a payout for all this Ember now. It's fine. I guess I can pay out on event. Sure. Fair enough. We chill on these Implings. I do not want... I guess I can actually put a Queen Zimpling bottom, let one die. Yeah. That works, because I only really need the Transcendimps to die, and this thing can now bait. Yeah, we'll sit. Go bottom, maybe, Seraph? Meh, fair enough. We're okay with this. This is a big scaling line, right? He actually goes to 0 initially, but because of the scaling, it's great. Cool. Let's pop Imp in a box real quick. See what we get. Really bad ones. Great job. Go team. We send a Transcendimp on the bottom here. I actually think we're fine with the state of this train, so I will just play the second one and clear the bottom floor. Cool. I'm going to take regen up top and regen up top, and we could play another Transcendimp, but I don't see a reason to. What you do is you ascend one of these Transcendimps so it dies to the Shade Wings on middle, and that's pretty big brain. And we chill. Sure. Good turn, thank you. A lot of slays. I think we do need to at least do something with Shattered Shell. I mean, he hits for 150 all of a sudden, which is really good. Invigorating Solution, we want to play our friend Transcendimp. Big value. We restore up top. Sting bottom. Play Train Steward, get it killed. Put a Queen Zimpling middle to bait Seraph, and we chill. Sure. Seems good to me. Go middle. Hell yeah, brother. We're going to take regen up top for sure. I'm going to click Nexus Spike, by the way. It is correct. All right, if I play Queen Zimpling, one of them goes bottom, for sure. Yeah. This is perfect. He comes in, he dies. Great. I put Queen Zimpling on middle, and it does a lot of work. Or I can play everything bottom and let top go to Sentient, which I think is actually correct. Well, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to play everything bottom, get him killed. It's cool. Set that up. Steel Enhancer, take the Focused Growth, Restore, Wildwood Sap, Sting into the Gilded Wing here, and then do not play Vent. I want these units to hit me. Maybe it shouldn't. That Shade Wings is doing 90 damage. I think we're fine. I didn't run the numbers. It's okay. Whoo, buddy, that's a lot of damage, though. Dang. But we are doing a huge gain on our lady here, so I do get important work, which is great news. We just play it on bottom, get our dudes killed. Great news. It's also Big Ember. True. We leave this alone and just Big Sting middle. It's fine. Right? Yeah, it's fine. It's a little better to do the kill first because you get more hits that way. True. Yeah, that is marginally improved. Cool. And I don't even play this Welder Helper. It's bad. This is going to be a lot easier on the Divinity, by the way, because with the Divinity, he'll kill my imp every turn. Like, our dude is really strong here. Look at this man. 111, doing 111 by 3 with 71 life. We love to see it. Yeah, we do the same thing as before. We imp on bottom. We're going to send 500 something damage into Seraph here. I'm going to ascend one of the imps to get it killed. I'm going to take big health into Sentient here. I think it is worthwhile. Just heal her up. And then I'm going to play Queen Zimpling on the bottom for no real reason other than that I can. Take the vent, sure. Cool. I think we definitely win this combat from here. And I think the Divinity will be significantly easier. I'm going to take the big heal up top. Yeah, big heal. Good big heal. We just send it, right? Yeah, just absolutely send it. Hell yeah. Thank you, Seraph, for eating it. Top floor wins Relentless. No matter what, we're okay there. Yeah, we got it. I think we'll kill pre-Relentless. Maybe not. Take the heals where we can get them. Sting there, it's fine. Yeah, sure, actually, we're good. I think top floor easy wins, right? Yeah, I mean, we win Relentless, right? From this point, no biggie. And we had full healed, so I will play one last Transcendimp. Get it, bud. Cool. All right, we got it. Seraph is down. Great job. Shattered Shell was respected. We took no damage. Cool. Divinity, I think, is significantly easier because he's always going to kill my imps, which is incredible news. Makes it genuinely easier. We just have to find him. We just have to find him. Playing top, of course, same as before. I have the holdover restoration detonation, which is huge value. Sting one of these things on bottom. I could just kill a man. Oh, I'm just going to play the vent, actually, right? We'll leave them for... I'll play one. One Sting down below, it's fine. Actually, 2 is good. This way the first hit kills, and then we maybe scale from there. Yeah, it's okay. We'll be able to heal our man. It's fine. no... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. All right, we'll take Wildwood Sap into our friend in the back here. I'm going to pop the Imp in a Box. Really bad hits here, all things considered, but I don't know what I expected. I'm going to heal Shattered Shell. Yeah, we'll do that. And then what? I mean, the Molding Imp is arguably superior to the Queen's Implings for eventual purposes. Sure, I'm going to hit Queen's Impling up top and then Important Work it. That might have been wrong, because if I had drawn a Transcendimp, I wouldn't have been able to play it. Yeah, that's probably wrong. It's okay. Alright, with enough hits, I think we clear top floor. Oh, we see Transcendimp. Yeah, we actually clear top floor. This is really good, for obvious reasons. Right, we don't mess with top floor, I think. I'm going to play Transcendimp middle here, get it rolling. Cool. I then sting the bottom floor, I'm pretty sure, get rid of a Wilt Wings. I'm going to play the Invigorating Solution. I'm going to hold over my Restoration Detonation, but not to mess up top floor. I am going to play Focused Growth into Sentient. I wish to draw cards, and these cards are good. Cool. Being able to actually kill 3 units here is really important. Shattered Shell is going to represent a lot of value here. Yeah, he wipes this floor. Excellent news. We still don't hit bottom deck, 2 Transcendimps and a Pyre Chomper. It's true. I mean, Shattered Shell killing 4 units here with all these hits is going to find the value we want. I think it is big heal on Sentient, by the way. I'm going to play the Transcendimp middle. I think it is fine, even in exchange for that armor. This doesn't mess up, right? I think I have... Play the cards you have to play. It's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the spikes. Hits, 21. I think I want to play this Nexus Spike, though. I think it's really, really strong and smart to do so, even if it does cost me Clipped Reflector value, and we're actually just super fine. Great job. Don't even care. We're going to vent middle. It offsets the armor gain that I'm giving him. Sure. Cool. We're doing 249 to the floor, it looks like. Oh, right. In which case... You just take this. I can look on the Divinity to see how much damage we're actually doing. Yeah, fine. Cool. We're way ahead of the curve there. I think we actually clear these fight this wave up here too, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we're online for huge value. We just kill a man with Restoration Detonation. I know it costs a little bit of scaling, but it is super correct. It just is. Oh, we're just going to kill the mini-boss. Or come as close to it as the game lets me. Well, we didn't kill the mini-boss, but we did come close. We accept this. He's going to die next turn. Perfect. I should play this Transcendimp now. There's no reason not to, right? True. May as well just get him out there. Take a hit. Yeah, we'll take this Restoration Detonation. No reason not to. Again, it's just fine. And yeah, all Transcendimps die. Cool. Works for me. How is our Shattered Shell looking? He kills the man. Great job. Go team. We're still going to take the Restoration Detonation on top floor because it's super correct. Shattered Shell actually just kind of wins, so we kind of just play these Transcendimps bottom. Right? Like, it's actually just super fine. Yeah, I mean, he's going to scale to a point where he super beats these next waves. We have so much HP on the Sentient that all these hits, this is 90 plus 24, it's like 100 and something damage. She'll be fine. Like, genuinely, she will be fine. Yeah, I actually think it's super correct to let him kind of just chill. And we'll just plug numbers into the bottom floor. Sure. Cool. And then I play Train Steward, because why not? Cool. We're good with that. Yeah, she's gonna live. She's real powerful. A lot of damage, but she's fine with it. It represents a huge amount of scaling here. We just kill the mini-boss with Transcendimp. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I'm gonna blast one of these dudes to get the heal off. I think it is correct. Just triple sting the Divinity. I mean, we're super winning from this point. I have no doubts in my mind that we win. Ooh, look at those cultivate hits. Excellent. Cool. And then, I mean, the top floor is kind of just doing 500. We win Relentless on top, so we may as well just kill everything on bottom. Perfect. What a beautiful floor. I'm just going to do 200 of the Divinity here. I'm going to take some healing all across the board, play a Queen Zimpling somewhere because I can. The entire train is gone. I'm pretty confident we've got it. In fact, I'm very confident we win on this turn if I play the middle. One more time. Hey, look at that. We won. Go team. Ooh, buddy. All right. That was a very difficult run up until the very, very end. True. Shattered Shell gets his kills. Jeez. Yeah, okay. So, Transcendimp saved the run. There's really nothing else I can possibly say in response to this. Transcendimp absolutely saves us. What a lad. What an absolute friend. I am in so much happiness and glee, and let's go to the challenge, and this run could have looked so bad, and yet it didn't. I want to see the person who died on Daedalus. There's not much to talk about. It's very early, but yeah, this is the submitter. So the thing is that did Light's gift matter in my run? No. In fact, I actually wanted things hitting me up top because I had the Sentient, and that would have been true early game no matter what. I don't know, I think Light's Gift is actually bad for your run here. And it's not just a question of is Scorching Restraints better? It's a matter of Light's Gift is actively detrimental because you cannot set up either Cultivating or Spike Sentient on the top floor early game and see any value whatsoever. You must play lower. And if you're playing lower, why the hell do you have Light's Gift, right? Because you're not using it. You saw a deranged brute. Oh man, that's so sad. There was no rage on this run. That must have been in the Hellhorned banner on the right on Ring 2. The one I did not go to. Wow. Yeah, fair enough. So you put the Endless that you saw on Ring 2 into the Welder Helper. And you never saw the Holdover. You still saw -1s and a Frozen. So I'm assuming that this means you went to the right on Ring 3. And yeah, I mean, you put a +10 into a Train Steward so you wouldn't die. I honestly think it's a pretty fair take because this was pretty cursed. Did the +30 into a Glimmer. You were at 35 shards. 35 is really high for how low value your run is right now. I mean, you have no good units. You have nothing here, really. If this Glimmer had Holdover, I would tell you, hell yeah, it's worth the shards. But it didn't. And I think this is a case of overestimating the strength of Sentient early. And there's really not much else to it. Yeah, I mean, you made the same focus growth as I did. Focus growth, I mean, the same Nexus Spike. Focus growth, Wildwood Sap. It is the best option here. Yeah, interesting. I mean, there's not much else to say. You haven't had a chance to remove or do anything in your run because you died on ring 3. But truly, I think this is pretty cursed. Genuinely. Yeah, we went. Let's go Monk of Mine real quick. So, the early game is the biggest question mark here. And the first thing is, I took a Shattered Shell. So, that was my run. And you have no upgrades early. It kind of sucks. The early game is bad. Did I take damage? I actually got out of Daedalus scot-free. And the thing that let me do that was, one, not having Light's Gift. And the Restoration Detonation helped a ton. Having the holdover on this with the plus 30 was made sure I had HP going into that combat because I did have Restoration Detonation at that point. And it mattered a lot. And then the what is it? The -1 remove consume wildwood sap. Genuinely having 13 sap on Daedalus was the only reason I didn't lose. It's enough turns in Relentless. I think that mattered. And then the Nexus Spike contributed another 5. I think you had to take the remove consume sap. Basically, I think this is a requirement to survive the early game. And you also, the other requirement is don't take Light's Gift. It doesn't matter. You could skip for 25 gold if you really hate Scorching Restraints, but you cannot take Light's Gift, I'm pretty sure. And our mid game also sucked, by the way. 45 damage on ring 4, and I was super respectful of Party Boys, our friends. I don't even know what they're called, the Light Harnessers. That was a terrifying combat. We were fine on ring 5, and I took 36 into Arcus because I needed to Transcendimp the hell out of him in order to not die because our poor Shattered Shell was getting obliterated. You could have set up bottom floor with the Sentient Shattered Shell line. It might have worked. It might have been okay. I'm really concerned about that because if they kill on bottom floor, you never get to replay your Transcendimps. In general, I think it would be correct to play bottom floor there, or at least do something on bottom floor so you don't eat those curses because that's pretty doomed. But because my imps had to die and I wanted to elevator them, I think it is super correct to, in this case, simply play top floor and Transcendimp on lower floors. It hurts scaling, but we get there by the grace of God, basically, with Transcendimp carrying hundreds upon hundreds of damage. Other factor that mattered was we had a Rally Shard on turn 1 on the bottom, which kind of sucks because you don't clear that floor then. We could have played middle, it's right, maybe delayed a little bit, done like a half solution, but I don't think it would have made a big difference. We would have still taken a lot of curse damage and it would have been ugly. Ring 7, I took spikes. I think the 400 gold was important to me. I did a lot of good things with that 400 gold. We saw the Thornfruit Channel Heart, which it mattered. It mattered. It was Thornfruit at least was good draw power, and Channel Heart meant that they didn't suck. So there's that. But yeah, we took, what was it? I believe it was 10 damage for the trial, which is fine. And the 25 was 5 from a curse and 20 from a Gilded Wing. So it is what it is. There's just not much else to say about that. We were going to leak something somewhere on that combat. I had every confidence. And we managed to get through it, honestly, in pretty good shape. We just sent that boss to the Shadow Realm with Transcendimps, which was excellent. So yeah, and then once we got past that, we really kind of leaned into the late game, got the stings for draw power, had the third multi-strike in Shattered Shell. I took the dupe into, where is it? This focus growth, just big draw power. Really the big hit though was the Ring 7 Pyre Chomper. I think this run is ugly without Pyre Chomper and is clean with it. Because I could play all my imps and also just play everything else in my hand and it was fine. Whereas without Pyre Chomper, you saw in Ring 7, it was ugly. I was struggling with curses, I was struggling with everything. So, yeah, it's absolutely fair. So, Pyre Chomper, huge savior on this run. Big value. It turned around our Ring 8 and 9 very quickly. So, that does bring us up to 35 rather on the series, so that's pretty good. And I think this was actually pretty tough, all things considered. Sentient is usually a little difficult. Even with the Transcendimp, I think this was tough. We took a lot of damage. This was not a clean run, but we take these. So, hell yeah. As always, though, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I appreciate your time. You can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.